Shanti. Our each thought should be pure, elevated. If any time few weak thoughts or wasteful thoughts come, immediately I change, make it elevated. If there are wasteful thoughts about a situation or a problem or someone's sanskars, I use the knowledge everyone has to play the part destined for them. Also, it is a test for me. I must pass with honor. So immediately use power of transformation. Mama was not only in remembrance, but she was constantly churning and reflecting on knowledge. Baba says, you all should give the food of knowledge to the soul and let mind churn it, chew it, churn as much as you can. So knowledge changes into energy, changes into powers, and also become divine sanskars in me. Look at the example of Mama. She became perfect in short time, but also the role she played of sustaining herself, sustaining family, Raman family, sustaining yajna. She played a very important role as the foundation for yajna because she knew the value of knowledge. She knew it is the truth. So, with the power of faith, she changed every drop of knowledge to the power. One of the memorial of Mama is 8 arms. Those 8 arms, symbolic for 8 powers. It's like you start doing something with right hand, and if there is difficulty, the left hand lifts itself automatically. Same is with the powers. Whichever power is needed, it emerges at the right time, and we become victorious. Every moment in the life, I have chance to pass with honor, or I let myself fail and feel weak in that situation. Almighty Baba is with me. I am taking power from Baba Shiv Shakti. I listen to Baba's knowledge and practice, chew, create the awareness. It will become power. Sit with Baba, and as Baba said, emerge your five forms, and that is like being Swadershan Chakradhari. Swa, self, darshan is knowledge, in chakra, cycle, started from original self, eternal self, then original self, worship worthy, Brahman and deity. At present, Brahmin, so angel, angel, so deity. As much I spin, practice, emerging five forms, soul can experience the stage, the power of these forms. Let us all take power from Baba through his drishti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to our series Original Divine Self, a Deity. Today is day 2, and we are taking Devi Durga. Sarva Mangal Mangalye Sive Sarvarth Sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Durge Ma Sarvamangal Mangalye Shive Sarvarth Sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute.
परम पिता शिव के शिव शक्तियाँ गई शिव शक्तियाँ आ गई धरती पे शिव शक्तियाँ आ गई धरती पे शिव शक्तियाँ आ गई
Om Shanti. This is the invocation of Shakti, the power from Shiva within all of us. Right? Because Baba calls us Shiv Shakti, combined form with Shiva. When I am combined with Shiva, as Baba says, make me my your companion. So when Shiva is our companion, I have Shakti. I am Shakti of Shiva. So like we say Om Shanti, sometimes you also have to say, I am Shiv Shakti. Not only I am peaceful, but I am also powerful. Peace is also power, but then this power is more to conquer all the evil, all bad, negative, vicious, and for that power is required. And as a memorial, we just showing memorial to see that the way Mama made efforts, and it's not Mama. I think we all Baba's children, but it is Mama who played that part. That her memorial now is, they call it Mother Durga, Durga Ma, and she's shown that how she was conqueror of evil, of devil, and she was so powerful that the wildest animal, lion, is shown as her chariot. How many of us can ride on lion? We can we? We will look at lion and say, oh, wow, what's going to happen? It's a symbolic, but internally, that means as much you become the conqueror of evil, so what is emerging in you is your fearless stage, your powerful stage. Because what makes the soul or the mind weak? So any situation comes, or you have to, sometimes they're not just only little situations, they could be wild situation, there could be violence. But emerging at that time immediately that I am Baba's child, I am Master Almighty, I am Shiv Shakti. When those thoughts will emerge, there will be power. But in our day to day life, I think we have conquered all the vices in gross way, but sometimes in subtle way. Like there is no anger, but there is very subtle irritation or some kind of subtle, if you see, you compare achievement of someone and subtly, you start feeling that why I could achieve it, why I couldn't attain it. So Dadi Janki always used to tell us that never compare. Everyone has one's own fortune. So irritation of any kind or greed of any kind, attachment, any traces which are left in form of sanskars, and they just emerge, they just pop up. And then you realize that no, I still have to work on them. So that is why with Mama, that means as much you, uh, two things Baba says, no, chew and churn. First, you take as much, you listen to Murli. Listen in such a way that you are able to absorb Murli. You don't start churning while listening to Murli. Listen with total concentration, with attention, and that's what then you are chewing it, like churning on knowledge. And as much you chew and churn, it's becoming energy. Same like food. No? Food is eaten, they say you remember Baba and chew as much as possible, and then it will go directly into your system, in blood, and whatever way it needs to get, that energy comes. But if we just eat, so same is Murli. Murli is food for the soul, like other food is for the body. And then if we can really eat in Baba's remembrance, definitely. So it's the knowledge and it's also the food. Knowledge also, when I went to Madhuban, we used to have class in history hall. So, and you can go and sit anywhere, but first 2, 3 rows, Baba always will kind of say or inspire you, sit here. Yeah. So I remember that I always a kind of a person doesn't like to be in front, and so I just will quietly go and sit in second row. And Baba said no. He called me and made me sit on in front row. And that is where that became kind of permanent, because even now when I go, Avyak Bab Dada comes, they give me that seat. So why Baba said, I want those in front of me who have total concentration. And Baba then gives example of dancing girl, right? That those who know the rhythm, they go into that kind of, energy. Then girl likes to dance, she feels enthusiastic. So Baba used to say, I want you all to sit in, those who really have full concentration. And I remember that I will look at Baba many times. You will be surprised. I don't know if I ever shared that I will see, like, suddenly a bulb light, kind of light will emerge, the forehead of Baba. And that's how sometimes in those days we knew Shiv Baba comes, then goes, comes and goes. And I'm saying it with these eyes, I will see it. And I immediately, Shiv Baba now is talking. And then Baba will say mother and father talking or Bab Dada talking. They used to become like combined. Shiv Baba will come and speak, and Brahma Baba will explain or give example to clarify. So both were speaking. But what I said, that Baba always wanted that total concentration while listening to Murli. No one can enter History Hall once the Murli begins, because Baba said, you can beat drums while yoga is on, doesn't disturb. But in Murli, I was surprised because generally we like silence in yoga, but here Baba is saying he wants silence while Murli is on, because Baba said it has to go in your intellect, in your urn. Then it will become power, it will become nectar. So it's same knowledge Mama had, same knowledge Baba had. Baba was also listening while Shiv Baba was speaking to us through Brahma, and Brahma Baba was also listening. But the way the knowledge was understood, and then later on, so one is chewed and churning, but second also is we have to implement, because it is important for us to create pure and divine sanskars. We have to create them, and that is only possible. How sanskars are created? We think, the way we see, we talk, we listen. Anything we do through our organs, it becomes the action, and action leaves a imprint, is called sanskar. So a lot of attention on how we use our organs, and like speaking or seeing. Even we are seeing through these eyes, but if you are in soul consciousness, so as much we practice, that much is becoming like sanskar. Let's say one very important point is drama, right? And Baba said drama is like full stop, like a dot, three dots Baba talks about. Now you can say drama, but it can keep going on. Still thoughts keep going on. It doesn't become full stop. It stops, but not fully. Not only that, but use of drama create a power, which I saw in Mama. You will be surprised, as we all know, that one is that, in Brahmin life, sometimes some have a lot of difficulty with their wasteful thinking or thinking about others, little, very subtle negative ways to think. But sometimes it's the test which comes through the body. And Mama had to go through that. I was in Kashmir. In those days, I used to be Jammu Kashmir centers. So Mama came to visit. In Jammu, I was there. And then we noticed that Mama is not well, and we found out, and Mama, we took her back to Delhi. But that was beginning. She had cancer. In those days, in 60s, early 60s, rarely people will. Now is like any news comes as cancer. So Mama, so whatever treatment was there. But then a time came where doctors said that there's no treatment. So she was in Bombay. So she came to Madhuban. And it's like we were counting the days, when doctor had said another 2 weeks. But when we looked at face of Mama, if I know, I mean, I'm just thinking that I'm going to leave body in 10 days or 2 weeks. And there is no emotional or no thinking. So we used to sit with Mama and ask Mama, Mama, what you feeling, what you thinking? And she had very cheerful face. It's drama. And somehow or other we couldn't believe that. That means she had practiced or changed the point of drama, practice, that it was her strength, it was her power of stability. Not only that, but then there was no suffering, right? Body had pain. I always say if fear, worry, and pain, they all get three of them together. There is pain, then there is fear, there is worry. If when they all combine, how much effect it will leave on the body. Not only that, but on the soul. And if soul has to leave body, what should be the stage? What should be the state? Stability in Baba's love, in a very, very positive state of mind, happiness. Mama's face was very cheerful, very blossomed until last. So the way she applied said drama, we all used to, I still remember that scene. I still remember because that's where we all also have to reach. That when she said drama, it's like stop, full stop. Not only for her, but for all of us. Because we also then start, the way Mama replied, it helped us also. Otherwise, we were also a little bit concerned about Mama's health or what we can do. So this is one point, but then we ask her, as she used to listen to Murli in the morning, because yesterday some souls were asking me what exactly happened. So in the morning, Mama distributed. First time we had grapes in the vine, where the hut is, Baba's hut in Pandavavan. No, they have wine. So first crop had come. Lot of grapes, lot of grapes. So they thought that Mama should share with all Baba's children. And one banana. So at 9 o'clock, Mama distributed. There were not too many until 11. And then 5 afternoon, it felt that her condition of body is getting serious. So they called doctor. But that's the time she very quietly left body. It's almost like Brahma Baba, because Brahma Baba gave class and left body, and Mama gave everyone Toli and left body. So really it is that drama means drama, full stop. Now for all of us, we have to look at that how long it takes really word drama, how long it takes to stop. We know it, we use the word drama, but that is why we use the word drama as dot, as full stop. And Mama used to call, it's like a break, you break, stop. But brake should work, right? When you are in car, if there is even little bit defect in the brake, what happens? Hmm? Clash, crash, accident, right? And that is why when you give your driving license, stop. Stop means stop. Even if it moves little forward, you won't get license, right? So I had been really deeply since morning reflecting on how Mama changed the knowledge, the points of knowledge into power. And that is why this memorial of Durga, not only with the lion, that have been shown so many weapons in 8 arms and different weapons. So there was a saying one time, use the sword of knowledge. Because, see, Maya had been thinking about when Baba said in one Murli, comes sometimes like a rat, sometimes cat. Dog still barks, you know. But when rat and cat come, you don't know. That means Maya just comes, you know. Something will come which is not right way to think or influence on the intellect. So we have to be just knowing that how can it happen. That means we have to be alert, attentive, so that Maya doesn't come and attack us. Just imagine, I mean, rat and cat is not a big thing, but that's what it is. Isn't it? You know, sometimes Baba says Mickey Mouse. Maya comes to tease you, provoke you, make you react. You know. But immediately, if we that time say, oh, this soul at this time is under the influence of Maya, so just be careful. One time, you know, we told Dadi Gulzar something someone said, but this one is in knowledge for 30 years, 20 years. Why still she has to be like this? And Dadi Gulzar said, because at that time in that soul, Shudra sanskars have come, not Brahman sanskar or angel sanskar. Shudra sanskar mean battling. They will argue, they will get angry, upset. So she said, you cannot say that Brahman behaved like that. You must say at that time, in that soul, there was Shudra sanskar which emerged. And that is why I like the point that the blessing slogan in which Baba said that if you are battling, you will not be able to experience Baba's love. So these subtle sanskars which emerge. So now you don't need a big weapons for them, but they always say to cut away the negativity through the sword of knowledge. Protect yourself by using the shield of Rama that no Maya cannot attack. We shouldn't see it is this soul who did this, but Maya made that soul do that. So my fight is with Maya, not with any other soul, right? We don't have any conflict with anyone, but when Maya comes, then that conflict arises. So Durga is shown with so many weapons. And that is why that day I was mentioning that Mama changed knowledge very sweetly as a sitar, music, sweet, nectar. But also she changed them into weapons. That means you are ready, you will can attack, clear it, be victorious, or if there is an attack, then you can protect yourself. Both ways. So that's Mama's memorial. And it's not memorial because she was that. That's why there is memorial, isn't it? And I really find that, as I mentioned, that she was never wasted thoughts. She never had waste thoughts. So many tests come. Every minute in life, there is something. It can be test, or it can be just seen as something came as a breeze comes and it's gone. When a storm come, what you all do? You don't go out and start fighting with storm, arguing with storm, and tell storm, why are you here? But you prepare in such a way that even if there is big storm, but no damage happens, no one is hurt in the family. So you protect yourself. No? So we prepare ourselves. Amrit Vela, then Murli, then during day, practice properly. And then when Baba was talking about 5 forms, immediately thought came in my mind, oh, this is the new way to be Swadarshan Chakradhari. This is the new way to spin what role I played in the whole cycle. Now I have vision of that, I believe it, and preparing myself to play that part. So think more deeply about how can I change and write it, the point of knowledge into power. So when I came to know I am soul, after that, which power came in us? I am peaceful, I am pure, I am immortal, so there is no fear. I am peaceful, I am loveful, I am pure. So as soon as I came to know, we did all definitely experience peace, right? As soon as we came. And of course, we are peaceful. We are peaceful souls. So when I had knowledge of the soul, then what kind of power I had? Power of peace. Or love, Baba says, all our souls, we are children of one Father. So power of love. Because it's not only those 8 powers, but there is power of love, there's power of purity, there is power of silence, power of bodiless states, soul conscious states. So keep taking different points. Practice is only with practice, right? Then they become so firm and you can see the power which Mama really was the image of those powers. Whatever task, direction Baba will give, Mama was able to accomplish that. And then because of that power, with the family, with the gathering of 300, she had no difficulty. Generally, sanskars are different, and so sometimes differences, little conflicts, disagreements happen, but Mama had no problem. She looked at everyone in a loving way and, beautiful way, and will sit and talk and explain to help that soul to see the sanskar from where my this type of action is coming. And Mama was very particular. One time I was very new, and once I went and she was explaining that biggest vice is jealousy. So I said, why, Mama? She said, because it's really coming from the first vice, that is lust. That means you have desires, deep desires inside. And when you see someone's desire is fulfilled, not yours, that jealousy will emerge. It's coming from deep desires of whether respect or whatever. Because in Hindi, lust is called kam. And then they say kamnai. Kamnai means very deep, subtle desires. So we have to be very, very careful that as a god or goddess, God's children, God's goddesses, deity, we cannot have jealousy. Every one of us, we all are special. And each one has one's own part to play. How can you compare your part with someone else, right? So understand your value, your self-worth, your part. Play with dignity, with love, with respect. Because you are special. You are a deity soul, right? So don't let these subtle uh, traces of sanskar, especially comparison, jealousy, or habit of, the Janki says some people don't lie, but they make excuses. An excuse also is a kind of lie, right? You can honestly say, this is the reason I can't do, but to make excuse, right? I remember that as young, if we don't want to go to school, we always say, I'm feeling sick, I have headache, right? And I remember when one of our uh, older member in the family said, you shouldn't say that even to anyone, because when you really will get sick, then what? Or you might get sick by keep saying it. And I know after that, I never say I can't do because I am sick, because I might get sick, right? Because I am giving this thought to the self. So as much truthful, honest we remain, that much there are less obstacles and more power. So now we have to, at this time, as the situations are in the world, mentally, physically, in relationships, we have to remain very, very sweet, very kind, very gentle, caring for each other, love for each other, right? So think of yourself also as Durga. Or will you be scared looking at line? Line won't come here. Line is not going to come. But Baba give example that when Maya comes, wears the mask, different mask. So sometimes Maya wear the mask of line, but Durga writes on that. So we all have to be Baba's children as strong, stable, immovable, and nothing will hurt you. Baba will take care of each one of us. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Hola, hermana. ¿Cómo estás? Estoy tan emocionada. Om Shanti, brother. Why are you talking in Spanish? Because when we go to Colombia, we speak in Spanish. Does that mean we're going to Colombia? Yes! Today we are going to visit 5 places in Colombia. We are going to the main center, Lotus House Center, Suka's Hop Center, Medellin Center, and the Salicali Center. Volvemos en Colombia!
So, did you enjoy your visit to Colombia? Let's say hello to the instruments, Marcelo Bhai and the family in Bogota. Marcelo Bhai, Baba's good instrument and a good family in Colombia.
Om Shanti, Didi, Om Shanti of the region. So I would like everyone from Colombia just to wave todos.
Yes, Om Shanti. Thank you for hosting us. Om Shanti, Yolanda. Good. We remembered our visit there. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Suktam. Sukdam. Okay, very good. Chalo. Madeline. Yes. Om Shanti. Nice. Everyone looks okay. ये भी बोलेगा भाई नहीं Amparo. Madeline. Yes. Good. Okay. Kali. Okay. Om Shanti. Thank you. Okay, we had long trip and generally it takes 1 week to go to each place because some places you have to take flight, 1 hour flight to Kali, to Medellin. But we went in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. The family there is happy that we visited. So let's remember Baba now.
पूजे जग तेरे स्वरूप को महिमा तेरी करे अपार हे बाबा की लाडली बेटी जीत लिया तुमने संसार पूजे जग तेरे स्वरूप को महिमा तेरी करे अपार हे बाबा की लाडली बेटी जीत लिया तुमने संसार पूजे जग तेरे स्वरूप को तुम जगदम्बा सरस्वती तुम घर घर में पूजी जाती दिव्य ज्ञान की सरिता हो तुम भक्तों के लिए वरदाती तुम जगदम्बा सरस्वती तुम घर घर में पूजी जाती दिव्य ज्ञान की सरिता हो तुम भक्तों के लिए वरदाती तेरी ज्योत जलाकर दुनिया शीश झुकाए बारंबार हे बाबा की लाडली बेटी जीत लिया तुमने संसार
Our main attraction is to be together in family, right? Okay. Om Shanti. Thank you everyone for joining.